via Twitter right now. If you want to send my guy the link, you're more than welcome to send him the link so he can join in with us, Justice. But man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Let me just start off by letting everybody know that this first half of today's show is being brought to you by Eyes Exclusive, the only authorized Cartier dealer in Western New York. All right, and then again, Willoughby Insurance. If Willoughby will, then nobody will. You know what I mean? So that's how we're doing with that for the first half of today's session. Now, LeBron James, 50K. 50K for LeBron James. I mean, nobody's ever has gone over 50,000 points in basketball. I mean, he already had the record, right? So might as well keep going. I mean, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had that record for about 20 some odd years, probably even more. Way more. Until the king arrives and smashes that record. Yeah, he smashed that record, Justice. I mean, damn. I mean, he made it look like it wasn't nothing. I guess when you average 20, 25 points a game, your entire career is going to amount to 50K. So, hey, I'm a historian guy. I love to see things of that nature. So shout out to LeBron for, going over 50,000 points. He's going to have every record.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be the leader in points. He's going to be the leader in rebounds. He's going to be the leader in assists. All right. I mean, he couldn't find a name so perfect for him, the king, because he's just about going to have every record you can have in the NBA, and he still doesn't seem like he's running out of gas at 40. Yeah, over this month he's averaged about 29 and 10 and 6. That's insane. And when you add a guy like Luka Doncic to the mix, then that could easily extend LeBron for a couple of more years. So I don't know. You know what I mean? But again, shout out to LeBron. Shout out to my Lakers. You know what I mean? Lake Show. They looking good right now. I'm still kind of bitter over the Michael Williams trade. I think Dalton Connect went and cried to Pelinka not to make the trade happen. And then phantomly, Williams didn't pass his physical, but he's playing with Charlotte the very next day. So figure that one out, definitely. So I'm proud to announce that we are having our banquet. Our CGE youth football program is having a banquet this week. So I'm very excited to get back around the guys, see how they've been doing in school. Haven't seen them in a couple of months from Florida. And, we got big things happening, big things happening in the spring with 13U as well as the entire organization. So, Justice, can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, NFL Combine, man, what you want to know?
Oh, first of all, I want to let you know that I told y'all 2 years ago that man was the GOAT. All right. I tried to tell y'all. Nobody want to listen. I want to hold on to this memory of this guy who was really good, but is
what are you talking about? What guy who's really good?
What do you think I'm talking about?
What was Mike or Kobe?
Yeah. No, Mike.
Listen, LeBron can't check. LeBron can't check Mike.
Kobe.
Let's cut that out.
LeBron, the greatest of all time. The greatest
for 3 months
of all
and
time.
we still running this nostalgia act, sir.
Yeah.
Are we still running this same nostalgia act? I've been gone 3 months. I thought I was gonna get something original. I thought I was gonna get something fresh. And I'm still getting the same nostalgia act for you. Listen, sir, you listening to you talk about LeBron James is like a man missionary every single night, sir. It's tired. That is dry as all get out, bro. Stop this. Are you kidding me right now?
Watch him drop 30 a
this
night
nonsense about
LeBron
James being the GOAT, sir.
Are you tired of that?
Hey, we're not even gonna turn this into one of those
Michael
topics.
got more 40-point games than 20-point games.
At the end of the day, Michael Jordan has more rings, and LeBron James cannot check Michael Jordan.
What are you talking about?
LeBron can't check.
I can't right now.
We're gonna leave that. That's gonna be another topic, but we're gonna salute LeBron for 50K.
Congratulations,
Man is chasing
gold.
Congrats.
All right, if y'all listening, I got Justice the Journal. He's chiming in via Twitter right now. So
22 years.
We'll get into that.
Points.
But gentlemen.
Oh, I don't know if y'all know. Did y'all hear? Joey Bosa just got cut.
Nobody want Joey Bosa.
You don't want Joey Bosa?
No.
Come on, man.
Give me Myles Garrett.
The Bills
of course, but if you can't get Myles Garrett,
nobody wants Joey Bosa, man. He can't stop the run, bro.
He's better than Gregory Rousseau.
Can't stop. He's not better than Myles Garrett.
No,
y'all don't want to win anyway, so it don't matter.
Right. So
I've been here 3
So
months.
you'd rather go into the next season with Gregory Rousseau, AJ Epinesa again than Joey Bosa?
Sir, it's not gonna matter if you grab Joey Bosa or not. Your team don't want to win anyway.
The Bills are not going after Joey Bosa.
Your team don't want to win anyway.
All right. It's Garrett. It's Garrett or bust. All right. It's
Garrett or bust is crazy.
It's Garrett or bust. If it's coming down, or Preston Smith now, let's not forget Preston Smith, Eddie. You know, there's been rumblings of Preston Smith all through the combine. All right, so let's just start there. All right, let's dive into free agents since we didn't talked about that already. Let's dive in free agency. Then we'll get into what the Bills are going to do at pick 30. Then we're going to get into NFL Combine. So, gentlemen. The Bills here made an AFC Championship game with just Josh Allen. Not no hot boys, just some good football players in Josh Allen. They cannot run that back again like that. They cannot. If they think that's enough to think they're going to do that again, no, that's not. Somebody's going to get fired because they won't win 10 games next year. I'm just being honest, bro.
What are we doing?
I'm just being honest.
What are we doing?
Now, this is what I'm talking about.
I'm just being honest. Listen,
y'all act a fool when I'm not there.
With the roster that the Bills have right now, they won't win 10 games.
They said this last year.
I'm saying it this year. If they don't bring no dogs in, it's going to be tough in the division again.
A broken clock.
They'll win 6 in a row. But it's going to be tough. It's not going to be like how it was this year.
13 wins, the most points in team history, the most touchdowns in team history. That's a broken clock being right twice a day.
Yeah, but it's too much uncertainty right now at cornerback, at safety, up front. It's a lot of uncertainty there.
I'm sorry, did y'all win the Super Bowl?
No Amari Cooper.
Did y'all get to the Super Bowl?
You said the Jets was gonna win. All
right. Okay.
That was that guy.
Hold on, time out. You know what?
That was that Aaron Rodgers guy.
Hold on, time out. Here we go again with the old jokes and dry material. Once again, I need you to get some new fresh material. Here we go again. Majority of folks thought that Aaron Rodgers and the Jets were going to be good. Come to me when I say something that's absolutely crazy out of this world, astronomical.
They was crazy out of their word to think that the Jets and Aaron Rodgers is going to be any good. It was clout chasing. Everybody was clout chasing in New York. What you mean not really?
It wasn't crazy. I mean,
what you mean it was crazy?
Crazy, bro.
Okay, Aaron Rodgers has shown that he.
Aaron Rodgers torn his Achilles. I don't care.
Peyton Manning had a broken leg and came back and did his thing.
That's two different type of injuries.
Again,
that's totally two different type of injuries.
A neck injury, and you tear your Achilles is two different injuries, but they're not injuries that you can't come back from. I'm not understanding. We've seen this before. What
did Aaron Rodgers do this year?
Put up Lamar Jackson last year in the passing game.
That's last year numbers. Now we're talking about Lamar Jackson. We're comparing his.
He literally put up last year's Lamar Jackson numbers. You're making it seem like he did nothing. Time out. Now,
what that got to do with Lamar Jackson? What do Aaron Rodgers' performance last year have anything to do with Aaron Rodgers?
He literally put up last year Lamar Jackson's numbers.
That don't hold no weight.
You're making it seem like he did nothing.
Did they make the playoffs with those numbers?
No, he didn't. Nobody has made the playoffs with any numbers in the Jets.
Did Lamar make it with those numbers? Did Lamar make it with
he play for the Jets?
No,
Don't move
the goalposts.
No, you're moving the goalposts.
Did Lamar Jackson make the playoffs with those stats?
He did.
All right,
absolutely.
That's my rest my case.
And guess what? Guess what? The Ravens organization is a way better organization than the Jets.
Did Aaron Rodgers make the playoffs with those numbers? So what are you saying?
No quarterback. Wait a minute.
So
it would be different if you actually.
You still want to admit that your boy was how you call it, dumpster juice?
Don't
you want to admit that your boy was
the whole Jets organization was dumpster
and Aaron Rodgers too.
Yes, and he was too. He was dumpster. I never said that, but you're making it seem like, oh, this guy, because he said Aaron Rodgers and the Jets were going to be great.
What you trying to, bro? You're trying to validate his numbers.
I'm not validating anything.
Lamar Jackson's numbers.
All I said is he had Lamar Jackson passing numbers from the year
prior. Lamar made the playoffs with them numbers.
Okay.
All right then.
And the Ravens are a better organization. The Jets have not made the playoffs with no numbers. I don't give a damn if they were Zach Wilson's numbers. I don't give a damn if it was Mark Sanchez.
Aaron Rodgers wasn't good. He was dumpster juice.
It don't matter.
Where's he at now?
It was trash.
Where's he at?
He'll be on another organization. He'll be on another team.
Who?
You don't think so?
The Giants?
You don't think so? You think 0 teams out of 32 is not taking Aaron Rodgers?
I don't know, man. He tried to look toxic.
Oh, okay. He looked toxic. You know what else is toxic? No one else is toxic? Not winning the Super Bowl in 60 years. You start the.
So let's
yeah, buddy.
Let's get into the
yeah. I don't even know why we even talking about the Jets.
Free agency.
Yes, thank you.
Free agency. It's a plethora of receivers that's out there now. It's a plethora of receivers. You know, DK Metcalf, he's out there, right? You know, high on my list for the Bills to go out and get some. So where do the Bills start? Where do they go in free agency? Justus, I'm gonna let you go first.
I mean, you gotta look toward a playmaker for your quarterback, or you have to look toward a defensive superstar. You know, one of those two has to be honestly, both of them have to be a priority. If you can swing both, then great, but one of the two has to be a definite. And if you can pull off Myles Garrett, then pull it off and go do that. Obviously, Max Crosby is off the table as he signed an extension earlier today. I disagree with y'all. I think that Joey Bosa is 100% in play, but if you could get Myles Garrett, go ahead and get Myles Garrett 100%.
Khalil Mack, right?
I wouldn't be mad at Khalil Mack.
Like we're dealing with that with Von Miller right now.
And I'm gonna be honest, I really like Tyler Lockett in this offense. If I'm being completely honest, he's a cheaper option, good veteran wide receiver. He could get open. He reminds me a lot of Khalil Shakir.
Yeah, but we don't need no more Smurfs.
No, I don't care.
We don't need no more Smurfs. Khalil Shakir should be the only Smurf on the team. We don't need no more Smurfs. Get us a physical, tall, vertical threat.
In addition, yes, but I still think Tyler Lockett could do some damage in our roster.
Yeah, he could, but I'd rather have
a bigger Lord have mercy.
And then let's not forget, I mean, we got to have somebody that's going to, that's going to pose a threat. Like Amari Cooper brought in, you see, just his presence alone changed the whole dynamics of that Bills offense. Before that, teams was just manning up, man pressing, and sending heat and daring somebody to beat their guy one-on-one. And that's going to happen again if they don't bring another guy in or go ahead and draft somebody at 30. Now, I mean, you got a Keenan Allen who'll probably be a nice little cheap bargain there for you as well. He's available. I will go as high as DK Metcalf. See what you can get for him. I'm hearing out there that a team is willing to give up a third. We know it ain't the Bills because the Bills don't have a third. Right now, they don't have a third. They can only give up a fourth rounder. All right. And I think the Bills have two, if I'm not mistaken, in the fourth round. So it's possible they have some assets to make things work. DK wants to go to a contending team. It ain't that many of them that's contending. So
Do you see the Bills going after Milton Williams or Josh Sweat?
No.
Milton Williams is staying on the Eagles first and foremost. No. Milton Williams is not coming off the Eagles.
We can't afford to get guys that just won a Super Bowl and want to max out for their pay and then come here and don't do anything. You know what I mean? And get paid and you know, he got his ring already. So no, we don't need to be bringing in guys like that.
He wasn't coming here anyway.
Go draft you a guy or go get you a lower end bargain. You know, somebody that's lightly seasoned, that's still relatively young, that could be in your rotation if you're going to do that. Or, you know, I think the Bills, they can shuffle the deck a little bit, but I'm telling you now, Von Miller is going to probably still be on this team. That's why you didn't see him be released. We're going to find out what's Von Miller's fate come next week. To my understanding, is that, you know, they are, you know, trying to figure it out. You know, Von wants to stay, you know, at least for one more year. You know, they're going to try to figure this thing out. So look sometime early next week on, you know, if Von is to be released, he's going to come back on, you know, on the light end, you know, of the deal. Maybe $5 to $6 million. You know, you bring Von in on a 1-year deal. I mean, hell, the guy's made buku amounts of cash. So it doesn't, you know, it shouldn't hurt him to play 1 year for $6, maybe $7, you know, $1 million. And, you know, hopefully the Bills can get over the hump and he can ride off into the sunset, you know. But, Torch, what is your thoughts on that? As far as wide receiver goes, again, I think Metcalf is the ceiling. And Keenan Allen, to me, would probably be, you know, right there for the Bills because I don't think he's going to demand all types of crazy money. Still a savvy veteran. He still can get separation. And, you know, we kind of need a guy like that in this receiving core. Or just go get you – if that's the case, go draft Savion Williams from TCU. He's the same specimen just about a DK Metcalf, and you're not going to have to pay him all that crazy amount of money. You can just have him for 4 years under contract. He's 6'5", 230 pounds. And he plays running back, for crying out loud. He will be there in the 4th round. So you don't have to go and get a DK Metcalf, but, hey, I wouldn't mind it. So, Torch, what's your thoughts on Bills wide receiver and free agents?
All right, first and foremost, I don't think the Bills should get a wide receiver in the 1st round at all. I think 3 wide receivers is coming out of the 1st round anyway, and that's it. Number 2, Joey.
Who's your 3 wide receivers?
Tech, Travis, and from a guy from Ohio State.
Who?
Navy. Arizona's receiver.
You don't think Golden can go? You don't think Golden?
Oh yeah, Golden.
Golden can get in there in that late round. I mean,
that's 3.
If he's available, like
I think Ibuka might be a 2nd rounder. If Jeremiah Smith could come out now, Jeremiah Smith would be a 1st rounder right now.
Yeah, we all know that. He still got 2 more years.
But he got 2 years. So as far as Joey Bosa, that was you said Joey Bosa shouldn't come here, but I think that Khalil Mack would be the better pick anyway, especially that he's homegrown UB guy. It'd be nice for him to come back home. That would be more legitimate than Joey Bosa. Also, there's needle movers and excuse makers. I think the Bills need to get needle movers on this team, especially if you're not going to do anything in the playoffs when it comes to your defense. I'm sorry to say this, and I believe it. Once you show me who you really are multiple times, I believe you after a while. It's only 1-2 times you're going to get away with something. They literally, last year, 13-4, all that good stuff that Justice General talk about with the Bills. Fine and dandy, but when we get in the playoffs, that defense give up 34 points per game.
Right, but where? And I'm glad that you mentioned that. Yeah, but where? Like everybody is really like talking about, okay, I get it. I understand that the game is won up front. But the Bills' Achilles heel.
They only have 1 safety on the roster right now.
Right. And for people to act like safety is not a need, Bills need a safety. Like, listen, we've been spoiled the past 8 years with Poyer and Hyde. We didn't have them last year. Excuse me. What do you think teams did? They went after the safeties.
Of course.
We had Rasul Douglas and Christian Benford.
He dropped off late in the year.
Yeah, he did. But one of the top 10, he got hurt and dropped off at the end of the year. Top 10 in the NFL. So the corners wasn't the problem on why we couldn't get nobody off the field.
No, I appreciate Christian Griffin.
The safeties couldn't cover. The safeties couldn't cover, and the front four wasn't getting to the quarterback.
Safeties couldn't cover, track, or tackle.
Right. So you got a bad blend of rushing coverage. But safety is a major problem.
I thought your coach was defensive coach.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I want to make sure.
I don't know how you can't. I don't know how safety ain't a priority. Like, okay, like I mean, no disrespect to Cole Bishop, but I wasn't impressed with Cole Bishop at all this year.
Why should you have been?
For him to go as high as he went.
Again.
What he got? One forced fumble. Okay, I get it. You got hurt during training camp.
Your meat and potatoes GM is good in third and fourth round. Let's call it what it is.
We understand that they have not hit. They have not hit in the first and second round in the past 3 years.
It's the reason why the Eagles won the Super Bowl.
But let's talk about safety. If y'all thinking that the Bills don't need a safety early.
Muki, who they drafted in the first? Let me ask you this. I'm gonna ask you. You got the combine.
If that guy, no, we don't need Javon Holland. If Emmanuel Worry is out there at 30, if Emmanuel Worry is even close, if Emmanuel Worry is at 25, Bills need to make a move to go get that guy. Your safety is the last line of defense. The last line of defense.
Can I ask you a question? Do you trust Brandon Beane to draft that type of player right now after what you saw with Kyer Elam?
You gotta go get you a freak. And in order to hit in the first round, you gotta go get you a straight up specimen of a guy at 6'4", 230 pounds, running 4.3 40 with an 11-inch broad jump and a 40+ inch vertical. It gets no better than that at safety. And you're not gonna get a guy in the later rounds with that type of attributes and ability. You can go get you a D tackle. It's a deep draft for D tackle. It's a deep draft for edge. It is not a deep draft for safeties. Correct. In that way. So why toy with it and go get the best safety in the draft? Pick 30 is definitely a best available player situation, right? So if that guy is anywhere near the Bills' reach, I will go and get that guy and get that out of the way. You need a safety. And he's versatile. He can play corner. He can play safety. He can play down in the box. And he's big enough to play. He's a linebacker out there. And he's fast enough to cover in the slot. So, like, that guy brings versatility. He's physical, and he's a freak of a specimen. And I don't understand why everybody here thinking that the Bills don't need no safety. We're not sure what Tyler Rapp is going to do. He's injury prone. So Cole Bishop, he's coming in right now off an injury. If that's the excuse on how people want to nickname it, how his season went this year. Okay, no Damar Hamlin. We don't have no safeties.
Muki, why you not scouting for the Bills?
I'm not scouting.
Yeah, why you not scouting?
I don't know why I'm not scouting. But you mean to tell me the last line of defense we uncertain there? And teams are going to keep attacking that because we don't have no all-pros no more at that position. At all. So how do you replace that? You go get you a freak of a specimen. You go get you a Kyle Hamilton type of player. All right? You go get that type of guy, and then, hey, you can breathe easy on third down because guess what? That guy can cover, and he has the size to run with anybody. Cole Bishop, I don't see him covering nobody. I seen him get pushed around against the Kansas City Chiefs all over the field. All right, I seen him in multiple times in blowing assignments. Just go ask Nico Collins. Go ask Nico Collins that. Go ask a few other players like that. Blown assignments. So it's a lot of uncertainty in that safety, and that's all I'm saying. That the Bills need a safety. I know it's edge rusher, it's D tackle, and receiver, or whatever the case. But you better throw safety in there too. All right, you better throw safety in there too. So that's just my take on that. That the Bills definitely need a safety, and I'm all about freaks and playmakers this year, and that guy is definitely one in the first round. And you're right, the Bills have not hit in the first round since probably Ed Oliver. But again, But again, we have no money. Bills have no money.
Circle the wagon.
And how many are pro players? Soon as we spending the money on. How are we broke?
Can you repeat that one more time for everybody?
How are we broke? How are the Buffalo Bills broke?
Repeat that before that.
What? No Pro Bowlers? No All Pro players?
No All Pro players, no Pro Bowlers,
right.
But we broke.
We broke.
But they broke.
I have a problem with that too.
I mean, it went second seed, so I mean,
it don't matter.
Justified the means.
It don't matter. We don't have no money to go get players every year. Why are we cap strapped? Why we don't have no money to go get players?
Did you make the Super Bowl?
Right, that's a separate argument. I see your point there, but like,
did you make the Super Bowl?
It's not like they didn't make the playoffs last season or something.
Everybody's making the playoffs.
Here we go with the excuses. There's needle movers and excuse makers, bro.
They were the 2 seed and an MVP quarterback. What are y'all? Why are y'all upset?
Did they make the Super Bowl? Did they win the Super Bowl? No.
You can't go. You don't have no money to go after guys.
Torch. First of all right, if you're going to belittle an entire season because they were 3 points away in an official's favor away from the Super Bowl,
they're always that though. They're always that. Make the excuse for me.
Can you bake on that again this year?
Yep.
Yes. That's why. Guess what?
17 under center. That's what I keep telling y'all. I told y'all this last year too.
All right, listen. Josh can't do it all, bro. Seriously, you're gonna waste his prime years trying to use him.
I don't disagree with you.
You're gonna waste his prime years by doing that. You gotta go put some dogs around Josh.
But we acting like they're not gonna be contenders if they don't get like magical players.
Contenders and winners. Contenders are losers. Until you win, contenders are losers. What are we talking about?
I'm not even listening to that. There's only one Super Bowl winner every year, and
they've been losing for 60.
I want the narrative to be that the Bills are all in for a Super Bowl. I'm tired of hearing that they're Super Bowl contenders. I want to hear that the Bills are all in on making the Super Bowl, and that's bringing in a DK Metcalf, and that's bringing in a Myles Garrett. All at one time to reassure that we are all in with this to go get a Super Bowl this year. They have yet to do that. They've done it halfway, but they haven't done it completely. This is the time
that you got Vaughn. Was that not going all in?
Yeah, but you still needed somebody else too. That wasn't enough.
Vaughn would have been enough if he would have stayed healthy.
That wasn't enough.
Hey, DJ, I got a question for you real quick.
Would have been enough.
That wasn't enough.
That's in the box, in the booth. You're in the booth, right?
So that's where I'm at with that. You know,
Muki, you believe in a parallel universe? Yeah. Do you believe in a parallel universe? I'm gonna ask you.
No.
Okay, I do. You want to know why? Okay, Bills, you know who they remind me of? They remind me of Moses. They remind me of the guy who got across the Red Sea, got out of bondage, and wandered in the wilderness for 40 years around the Super Bowl and can't get over the hump. There you go. The Moses mentality, sir.
Bills need to be more intentional this year. And don't get me wrong. I seen Brandon Bean at work at the combine. He's working, man. He's working. But we want to see some carryover of that work too. We don't just want to be in rumor mills now. Go out and get those guys. And guess what? And guess why they can't go get them? Because we don't have no money. Mm-hmm. Things gonna have to get moved around.
Went all in.
They're gonna have to get moved around
because they went all in and they wide receiver acting like a diva and their star defensive end got injured.
The Bills are paying out, but they not getting their full investment in return now. Again, we had this conversation last year, right? I cannot be nice with my money.
Listen, Justice General was right just for him to disappoint again.
Can't be nice with our money. Because teams are getting better, and guess what? Guys on our roster are getting older.
He was right just for them to.
Teams are getting better, and guys on our roster are getting older.
The AFC getting better.
So
this year,
you got to keep up with the Joneses at some point.
Right now,
you're gonna have to do that.
Right now,
and right now, I mean,
right now,
it's you know, man, it's time. You literally 10 wins, but look. How do you fill those gaps? No DeMar Hamlin, no Rasul Douglas, no Amari Cooper. Let's just start there.
You would take.
Let's
you
start
would
there.
take. You would take 2 college safeties over Taylor Rapp and DeMar Hamlin starting for safety. Would you not? You would, wouldn't you?
You're not on the roster.
I understand that, but I'm saying you would take 2 college safeties and start them over Taylor Rapp and DeMar Hamlin. Those are the people we went to the AFC Championship game.
And I would start Emmanuel.
Exactly. My point exactly. They might as well not even be pros. I get the concern. I understand where you're coming from. I get that we don't have the money. I get that maybe guess what?
It may be DeMar Hamlin.
They are still contenders. They still continue to win. So if they are able to land some of these big players, it changes the dynamic. Because if you get Josh Allen or Myles Garrett, you have 2 anomalous.
Can they get a stop?
Oh my God!
For to go to the Super Bowl, can they stop a team? Can they get them off the field?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Let's be realistic.
Ask him what
can they stop? Can they stop at Kansas City?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Can they stop? You ain't answer my question. No. How many times did Kansas City punt in the AFC Championship game?
Bro, how many times did they Myles Garrett? How many times it changes the scenario?
How many times did Kansas City punt?
Ask that question.
It was 3rd and 9. Even the 4th and 5 didn't work for the Bills. It was 3rd and 9. Did they convert when they had to get them off the field? Did they convert?
Nope.
Did they get 12 yards?
Nope.
Yes, they did. Kansas City made it look so easy because they couldn't get no stops.
Yeah, Buffalo couldn't stop a nosebleed.
You can't get no stops when the game is on the line. Why are we paying out all this money and we can't get stops? We can't get the quarterback on the ground when it's supposed to happen that way. On 3rd and 9?
I thought he was running the defense last year.
Like you play defense so good on 1st and 2nd down just to give it away so easily on 3rd down. What is the problem? We can't cover. We can't sack the quarterback.
Absolutely.
For years, this has been the plague.
Yeah.
So when do you go get the necessary players to do it?
Fresh material. I love this.
That's all I'm saying.
Come on.
When are we going to get the necessary? Joey Bosa, I can't depend on you. You get hurt. Tyler Rapp, I love you, but you are hurt. Cole Bishop, you are a rookie. You got hurt. I'm not sure what you're going to look like coming back out of sophomore season. No DeMar Hamlin.
Come on with it.
So it's a lot of uncertainty on that back end right now. You don't have Poyer and Hyde. We had that luxury for 8 years. It's gone. We can't. So you mean to tell me that that's the replacement? Bishop and Rapp over Poyer and Hyde? Yeah. That's what you going with?
Kidding.
Okay.
That's a joke.
Okay, that's what you want to go with. You go with that. Hey, I'm gonna go bring in a dog. I'm gonna bring in a dog with some Kyle Hamilton traits and take those chances there on that back end. And there if teams want to go and throw to that guy with a wide catch radius, speed, and freakish ability. I'm going to get a guy like that. Hey, we got to get some dogs on that.
Hey, what converts the Bills from contenders to winners? That's my question I want to ask him. What makes you stop saying they're just contenders and say the Bills are Super Bowl champs?
I was in the middle of saying that, but y'all wouldn't let me finish. So
don't say y'all.
You can finish now. Go ahead and finish. You may finish.
My point in all of this is I'm hearing 10 wins and like all this, they don't make the Super Bowl. Right,
with the roster they have right now. With the roster they have right now.
They had no money to spend to start this season. And they came away with a roster that was 3 points away from the Super Bowl. So if you take this roster that they currently have, they still have the key pieces, all the key pieces that helped them and contributed on the team that broke all these records and was the most efficient and all this other stuff. You still have those key pieces.
Who's the key piece?
Josh Allen, your offensive line, James Cook, Khalil Shakir, Matt Milano, Terrell Bernard, Christian Benford.
What if Cook rolled out?
Hold on. Just let me cook.
What if Cook rolled out? We don't know.
Are they paying him $15 million?
He won $15 million. He should be able to get it.
Oh, I said the same thing. They better pay him.
We don't know. That's uncertain right now. You see the tweets what he putting up?
James Cook is under contract.
Yeah, but he may hold out. Hold out.
Look, James Cook averaged 4.9 yards a carry. Hold out. Ray Davis and Ty Johnson will do the job just well. I'm not worried about this.
Ty Johnson is not on the roster right now.
No, he won't. We gotta stop doing
Ty
that.
Johnson ain't on the roster.
I can't.
Let's speak realistic. Ty Johnson's not on the roster.
No, you don't think Ty Johnson's gonna be back on the roster?
He's not on the roster right now. I'm speaking right now. With this roster makeup that this Bills team has right now.
Well, right now they have an incomplete roster.
You don't even have Matt Collins on the roster.
Mookie, Ty Johnson is carrying the rock 235 times a season.
No.
I said Ty Johnson and Ray Davis. Did I not?
No.
Said Ray
Ty Johnson and Ray Davis. Yes, Ray Davis can be the bell cow for this team. The same way James Cook was.
No.
Yes, he could.
No.
Both of them were second round. Yes, he could.
No, he cannot.
I promise you.
That's just the general.
Size matters, bro.
Teams are not going to allow
this offensive line is phenomenal. They'll be okay.
Last year, this year, it's not going to happen.
But you're discounting 17. That's my problem. If y'all would let me finish
we're not discounting 17.
I can finish what I'm saying.
We haven't said anything about 17, bro.
But I'm saying something about 17. But that's my point. Y'all won't let me cook.
I'm not understanding. He talking about they were 3 points away from the Super Bowl.
Josh can't do it by
so I can't finish what I'm saying.
Yeah, but defensively they can't stop nobody.
That's by trying to finish what I'm saying. Y'all keep cutting me off.
We not, bro. I hear excuses.
Okay, 17 didn't get that
first
down.
Never mind.
That everybody keep crying about. We didn't get it.
I can't even finish my thought.
I'm just saying, like you're not being realistic.
It ain't gonna matter what players.
You're not being realistic to the fact.
How would you know? You don't even know what I was gonna say.
Not being realistic.
Your coach is not getting them over the hump.
Oh my God.
Hey, I love the Bills. I love them, but at the end of the day, man, you can't be nice with your money. Again, what are we gonna do on the edge? Rousseau, $13 million this year. We gonna get 8 sacks again? You got 3 of them in week 1. You gonna get 8 sacks again? What we doing? You had 3 sacks week 1 and end up with 8 for the rest of the year. We paying him $13 million. I'm just saying. I'm just being honest.
What about
and I rocks with Greg, but at the end of the day, it's
what about Ed? Hold on. What about Ed though?
Ed need a big guy next to him where he can be who he is.
Oh, okay. They gonna do that?
Yeah. You better go get you a big D tackle, get Kenneth Grant, somebody like that. Go get Deion Walker. Go get you a nice little vet at a bargain. You know, again, we can't keep going to save a lot to go get players. The Bills gonna have to go to Wegmans at some point and get some players.
You might have to go get you a Wegmans.
We went to Aldi's last year, and guess what? We worked out. It worked out going to Aldi's last year. You can't go to Aldi's again this year. Just not going to happen every year like that. You're not going to get fresh produce at Aldi's every year.
He running the defense again. He running.
Got to go to Wegmans at some point.
Is he running the defense again?
Who?
Sean.
He didn't run it last year.
In the beginning of the year, you said he was running the defense now.
Nah, because he wasn't.
So who was running?
It was Bobby Babbage.
Babbage.
If you look at the dynamic of the team, they were playing man and not having a man defense.
Does Bobby Babbage save a lot?
No.
Oh,
he's not save a lot. He's not save a lot.
He stops here.
Bobby Babbage does not save a lot.
Bobby
Babbage is what's needed for this defense. A younger guy that's going to put some tweaks to what McDermott is put in place. So go get the guys now. Go get the guys.
Oh yeah, the guys.
Go get the guys. Obviously, by looking at the AFC Championship game and then looking at the Super Bowl, it was night and day, right?
It was better.
It was night and day. Right? It was night and day. How their front four dominated and our front four didn't. It was night and day. All right, so that's letting you know you got to go get you some dogs.
Okay, I'm not against that. But what I'm saying is, didn't they have less on defense last year than the year before?
Who?
The Bills.
Did they have what?
Less on defense.
Nah, they just ain't. You paying a lot of veterans 1-year deals is not adding up. You pay Austin Johnson $4 to $5 million. You paying Quentin Jefferson. You paying Dwayne Smoot. Who else the Bills got? You paying.
So you
DQ
saying they
right
had
now.
Equal talent last year from the year before when they lost Poyer, Hyde, when they had injuries.
Look, they didn't replace Leonard Floyd. Leonard Floyd is the difference of the sack totals that they got last year. Bills was top five. Bills was top 5 in sacks last year due to Leonard Floyd 10 sacks.
Why did they do that, Muki? Why didn't replace?
Because Von Miller was back and then he didn't pan out. You didn't use Javon Solomon. That's the problem. You're not letting your rookie play. You're supposed to let Javon Solomon play more. The guy led the league and led NCAA in sacks. He's not playing. When you look at Philadelphia, guess who was out there? Jalix Hunt, a 4th-round pick from Houston Baptist, and could have damn near been the MVP of the Super Bowl with 2.5 sacks. So you gotta let your young guys play.
I told you that.
You gotta let your young guys play, and you paying all these overpriced guys up front every year, and it's not working out. The Bills have invested so much money up front in Coach McDermott era is ridiculous for it not to pan out yet.
The Eagles have hit on every draft since 2020.
Right, because they're bringing in winners. They're bringing in BCS championship guys. We got to stop going to, the Dakotas and all that stuff, thinking these guys are going to.
Can I ask you a question? Haven't the Eagles been in late rounds just as the Bills? The same late first rounds as the Bills? The same second rounds as the Bills?
Right. In front of the Bills, though.
Right in front
of the Bills.
So why the Bills ain't making the moves?
In front of the Bills. In front of the Bills.
Right in front of the Bills.
Because they don't have the draft capital or the money to do it.
No, Mookie. They ain't been in front of the Bills every year now.
They have.
No, they wasn't. They was in the Super Bowl just a couple seasons ago.
Okay.
So that was behind.
They had the 11th pick.
Okay.
And they had the 11th pick after that.
How'd they get that?
Because they made trades, they made moves.
Damn, here we go.
Ended up getting that's still from. I think was that the Carson Wentz deal? They still got that from. Where did they end up getting that pick?
You talking about the biggest steal? Yeah, right. Carson Wentz. They traded Carson Wentz, who played a lick nowhere, and got great picks off of it. I'm sorry.
I mean, their whole defense is from the national championship Georgia Bulldogs. The entire defense, about 65% of the defense.
I'm just wondering why the Bills can't make those same moves. You gotta hit me with.
Gotta go get you some guys that's been winning to keep that culture going. Like you got to do that. So I don't know.
Oh, okay. Let me ask this question because I ain't been here for 3 months. Sir, you said in the beginning of the show some people getting fired. Can I ask you if the Bills win 10 games and get beat in the first and second round of the playoffs this year, what happens? Before
somebody getting fired. Something's going to have to happen because you can't keep settling for, we good in during the regular season, but we're not good when it matters the most.
I'm booking.
Like when you at some point you got to get tired of that. It has to be some turnover somewhere where that's just not acceptable no more. Again, you went to the AFC Championship with this roster that you had with a roster.
That's my point. You get no players.
Audis.
You get no players.
You went to Audis and almost made it to the Super Bowl.
But
so now what you got to do now? You can't go to Audis this year and think you're gonna get those type of players.
I told you it was an indictment, but
you can't do that. So either you're gonna draft well or you're gonna ball out in free agency and be all in at a Super Bowl. I don't want to hear that the Bills are Super Bowl contenders. They're already Super Bowl contenders because of the quarterback. But other than that,
besides Von Miller, what major moves has Buffalo made in free agency?
I mean, you stole Ryan Cooper, but he got hurt.
Okay.
Stole Stephon Diggs. That worked out well, but a few plays here and there didn't work out. 13 seconds and all that.
So would you rather have Justin Jefferson or Stephon Diggs?
Justin Jefferson.
Okay. Again,
Justin Jefferson. I mean, that was the pick before they traded it. On my mind was getting Justin Jefferson.
Will show you who they are. You gotta believe them. I'm sorry, I'm at a point where I just believe.
But that wasn't Diggs' problem.
Believe. No, I'm not saying it's Diggs' problem. I'm talking about the culture, period. I just believe you now that you're going to circle the wagons. mice and hamsters.
Go and get these guys. Like, do whatever you got to do. You don't have to shake this roster up to win. Can't be nice and want to keep these guys, and then all of a sudden it's going to pan out. You got guys that's getting paid tens of millions of dollars that's not playing, but yet that's okay. Like, you, at some point, you got to cut ties. Everybody's doing it right now. Look, if Joey Bosa get cut, you mean to tell me that we can't cut Daquan Jones or Matt Milano with the money that they're getting right now? I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I love them, but business. I'm thinking business wise now.
Are you gonna cut Dawson now?
He got to restructure. But some of these contracts, you can't. They can't. It's amazing on how these contracts are structured. The Bills can lose money by releasing these guys. So it's kind of like they stuck with some of these guys' contracts, and it's not panning out. Look, Dorian Williams led the team in tackles, got to sit the bench because Milano's back. I thought he don't want a pitch count. But we're stunning guys' growth. And then we'll start him his contract year, he balls out, and then he's gone because we're not going to have no money to pay the guy.
Whose decisions are these?
Yeah, it's definitely some decisions.
Yeah, right. There we go.
Front office decisions.
Okay.
Man. So, I mean,
something I've been saying for years.
They got to shake this thing up. You cannot be nice with your money. You cannot. When teams are getting better, when listen, Philadelphia, outstanding line, outstanding receiver combination, an elite tight end, quarterback, running back. All those guys are under contract right now for the next 4 years. Fresh off a Super Bowl.
By the way,
and your defense is still under their rookie deal. So they got like 2 to 3 more years on their rookie deal.
Right. By the way, I don't want to hear we was 3 points away from the Super Bowl when Philadelphia literally lost the first round of the playoffs the year
before
to Tampa Bay.
So what they gonna do? Go get Saquon Barkley.
Damn.
Let's just change the dynamic of this team.
And hit on your draft picks.
Yeah, hit on your draft picks.
Because Cooper DeJean is a hit. Was a major hit. Quinyon Mitchell was a major hit. Right. Both of them started in the Super Bowl, by the way. One had a pick 6 in the Super Bowl.
Rookies.
The other one was top 5 in
rookies.
In quarterback.
Jalen Hunt. Rookies. Look, Jacoby Dean didn't even play with a torn ACL. He's still a Super Bowl champion.
I'm tired. You can't keep making excuses.
I'm just saying, I mean, if we're gonna make Philly the models, let's stop saying Kansas City is the model because Kansas City ain't the model.
Nope.
Kansas City is not the model. It's Philly.
And Kansas City might be hurting next year, but the AFC get better, so it just don't even at this point don't matter. You lost.
Go get you some dogs, man. The Bills organization owe themselves to go and get some perennial elite players. Guys that's going to pose a threat out there. Teams are not going to be taking the Bills serious if they just keep going to Arby's. You got to go to Wegmans, man. You got to shop at Wegmans at least one of these off seasons. All right. When you did it, you got good results, but don't stop there. Don't just do it one time. Go down another aisle and go grab another guy. They get one big splash. They don't make them in bunches. When teams are all in for a Super Bowl, they make multiple splashes. That's when you're all in for a Super Bowl run, not just to be a contender. We want to be all in because we done made multiple splashes to assure ourselves that we got nothing but championship Super Bowl guys in our locker room.
You got to have the money to make splashes. You ain't got no money. But you ain't got no Pro Bowlers or all pros either.
But they're going to have some. So it's going to be some cuts. I had a good conversation with my guys up at in the combine. And I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, Matt Milano, you can't cut him. You have to restructure. Because if you cut him, you only get probably like $1 or $2 million.
Yeah, I know.
But he's set to make about what, 12 to 13
million. And he a hit, ain't he?
But he keep getting hurt. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's an awesome ball player, but he has not been healthy.
Dawson Knott's got a restructure
over that. Dawson Knott's definitely got a restructure.
Getting to
Daquan Jones. You think you're gonna pay him $7 to $8 million, Justice?
What was the question?
Daquan Jones, cap casualty. He's making anywhere between $7 to $8 million this year.
I mean, yeah, I can see it. I mean, there's a lot of good players in free agency, a lot of good veteran, defensive tackles.
You know how many solo tackles DQ had this year? 11. We're gonna pay a guy $8 million to have 11 solo tackles and 2.5 sacks.
It's like $700,000 a tackle.
I got a question.
You got
tradable assets.
Yeah, you got a few guys that you can trade. I mean, right now, Rousseau would be an asset. I mean, Kyer Elam could be an asset. For the sending to Cleveland for Myles Garrett, of course.
Oh well,
you would have to. You would have to. Okay, is Greg going to be an elite pass rusher? Is he an elite pass rusher right now? Let's just say that, because he can get a lot, but is he one right now?
He could be
is he
good
right now?
He could be good with Myles Garrett.
Is he one right now?
I said no, but I'm saying with Myles Garrett, he could be good.
Right. He's a number 2. He's not a number 1. That's my point right there. He's defensive end number 2.
But he can't be good with Myles Garrett if you got to trade him to get Myles Garrett.
Right. That's the thing. But that's the thing, mate. That's the thing. He's a draft asset because he's young still. So
what's the drop off from Gregory Rousseau to AJ Epinesa?
The drop off? I will put Epinesa on the inside sometimes. Epinesa is a pass rushing D tackle, not a pass rushing defensive end, because he has the length. Just imagine that guy, at D tackle. He could push the pocket. He has a motor. So to me, I think he's a little bit more versatile. Rousseau has the length, but he's not getting the quarterback down on the ground. And pressures is not paying the bills around here, right? You can have all the pressures in the world, but if you can't get the quarterback on the ground on third down, then that's a problem. We can't pay you elite type of money for just 8 sacks a season. I'm just saying. Myles Garrett had 7 sacks his rookie year. Everything else has been 13, 14, 15, 16, double-digit sacks. So the business side, I would use him as an asset. If we can keep Rousseau and still obtain Garrett, then that's looking one of the best tandems in the NFL right now, if that can happen. But realistically, I'm quite sure that Cleveland is going to probably want Greg Rousseau in that deal.
Would you trade Cook?
If the deal is good enough. Hey, you got to make another hove. Just from the business side of it, I believe that the Bills are going to give the Bills. This is last year. If he doesn't hold out, I think James he's going to have a hell of a year because he's going to have the ball in his hands more. And I think that you do got Robbie Ray as a rookie. So what do you do with him? Do you sign James Cook long term, and then you got Robbie Ray in the wings? How that's going to shake out? You know what I mean? So if the deal is good enough, give me a 1. Give me a first round. Give me a 1 for James Cook. Not letting him go for a second.
Is Hollywood Brown an option?
No. Hollywood Brown to me is not an option. I know it's rumors of Christian Kirk floating out there. He's not. To me, I don't think he's an option.
Thank you.
I don't think he's an option. I get that's Josh Allen's boy and all that. I get that's Josh Allen's boy, but I don't think he's an option. The way the Bills want this offense to look like. We already got Khalil Shakur, Christian Kirk. Those guys are the same guy. So you don't forget we got Curtis Samuel too. So I don't think that Kirk will be a fit. Yeah, he'll be a good fit with Josh because that's his boy. But other than that, as far as this offense is concerned, they need a golden, or you're gonna get you a freaker guy in Savon Williams later on in the round that could be a little bit more dynamic and explosive and win one-on-one matchups. Other than that, that's where I'm at with that, man. That's where I'm at with that. Go get Garrett or Preston Smith or DK Metcalf, man. Go get those guys. I'm tired of hearing the name being connected and then nothing connects. You know, let it can it connect now? You know what I mean? It's good to be in the fight. You know what I mean? But are we gonna win this fight? You know what I mean? So we got to figure it out. You know, I know Bean is still working, and man, they're gonna figure out a way how they can move some money around to go after these guys and get some and make some splashes. Gotta make some splashes. We can't go to Aldi's this year and luck out because the guy that's in control of Aldi's is All World. Can't keep putting that stress on Josh like that. You're gonna have to surround him with some pieces that's gonna pose a threat. Again, other than that, teams are just gonna press, match up, and send blitzes that Josh like Houston did and the Ravens did before the Bills went out and got Amari Cooper. So you got to replace that if you're not going to bring that type of caliber guy back in your offense. So you're going to have to do that. You're going to have to do that in the draft, or you're going to have to go get you one of these big name receivers that's going to definitely want to come out here and play, you know what I mean, at a lower price, because it's a deep receiver class in free agency. So, go out and get some dogs, please. So that's going to conclude our show for the day. You can check me and these guys, on Sunday at the Wellful Sports Report. We're going to have more to talk about. Hopefully, it's going to be some more guys released, and we'll give you some more complete insight that's happening with our Bills and this NFL draft going forward. So on behalf of DJ Suave, the Torch Robinson, and my guy, Justice the General, I'm Muki Hawkins saying peace. Choose love, not hate. Stay safe. Watch them damn